Simplifying expressions, day 2. Okay, when simplifying expressions, the first thing we always want to do is we want to distribute if possible, and then after we distribute, we would combine like terms. So when I'm looking at this problem, I have a term by itself, 5x, and then I have this plus 2, and I'm going to distribute that to each of the pieces inside the parentheses by using multiplication. So we have positive 2 times x and positive 2 times negative 3. So I'm going to go ahead and write down the things that I'm not going to work on, right? I said I was going to distribute first here. So the things that I'm not working on are right here. Okay, so we're going to take that 5x and write it down. Then we're going to take the plus 2 and we're going to distribute that to the x. So that's plus 2x. And then we're also going to distribute that to the negative 3. So we get negative 6. Okay. Our next step after we distribute is to combine like terms. When we combine like terms, remember they have to have the same variable with the same exponent. So I can see that I have the variable x here. So I have 5x plus another 2x. That gives me 7x altogether. And then I have a constant of negative 6. So we just write minus 6. Okay, again in this problem, same thing. We want to distribute first and then combine like terms. So I'm going to write down everything that we're not going to distribute. So let's look for any distributing. So I have the 3x here, I have a negative 4, and I want to distribute that to each of the pieces. So we will take 3x and write it down. Then we're going to take this negative 4 and distribute it to each piece. So negative 4 times 2x is negative 8x. And negative 4 times 8 is negative 32. Okay, once we distribute, then we need to combine like terms. So when we combine like terms, remember we have to have the same variable and exponent. So we have 3x is here, minus 8x here, and then we're going to combine those. So we get 3x and then add a negative 8x to that, or combine them, and we get negative 5x. And then we have a constant of 32, and we're going to write that down as minus 32. In this example, we follow the same rules, distribute then combine like terms. In this problem, I notice though that I have to distribute this negative 2 to each of the terms in this set of parentheses, and then I have a negative 2 here that I need to distribute to each term in those parentheses. So we'll do all the distributing first, and then we will combine like terms. So negative 2 times 5x gives me negative 10x. Negative 2 times a positive 3, negative 6. Then we're going to take this negative 2 and multiply it times negative 2x. It gives us positive 4x, so I write plus 4x. Negative 2 times negative 1 is positive 2, so we put plus 2. Once you've distributed everything that you can, you combine like terms. So we're going to combine the x's here. So we have negative 10x plus 4x. That gives me negative 6x when I combine them. I'm going to take negative 6 and positive 2, the constant terms, combine those, and I get minus 4. Okay, in this last example, we're going to do the exact same thing. We distribute first, and then we combine like terms. So we can see right here that I need to distribute this 3 to each of the terms inside of this first set of parentheses. It's 3 times 2x and 3 times negative 4. And it's not as easy to see. We have a minus between here. This actually means negative 1 times each of these pieces inside of that set of parentheses. So we're going to go ahead and distribute this first one. So 3 times 2x is 6x. 3 times negative 4 is negative 12. Then we're going to take this negative 1, right, and we're going to distribute that to the 5x. So we get negative 1 times 5x, negative 5x. And then negative 1 times 5 is negative 5. Okay, so once I've distributed everything that I can, Then we're going to combine like terms. Okay, so we're going to take all of the x's and we're going to combine those. So we have 6x, and then we have a negative 5x here. So together that gives me a positive x when I combine them. Then we have negative 12 as a constant, and negative 5 as a constant, and when I combine those, I get negative 17.